to second base. He's got a 2-out double.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but that'll be off the wall in right center. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a 2-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about it. Here's the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Reined in the second, but they throw it away. And at long last, the winning run is across to score.
Well, you know, once a man's standing at third, there's a million ways to get him home. But to lose a game like that, ugh, painful to say the least. But in the other dugout, they'll take it any way they can get it.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
Eleven to 10 is the end of the line in this score. Chicago posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Brandon Morrow claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the ShowNation.single. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game. That'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
D-Roll, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him one extra AB.
Yeah, Boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. One more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
This is line to left. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-0. Hit hard back up the middle. That falls down, and in comes the winning run. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
And this man right here certainly did his part here this evening.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. Brandon. Now to the plate, Billy Williams. He's set. Here it comes. Hit toward the right side. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
And think home run and hit a home run. I wish guys would just focus on getting into their rhythm at the dish, trying to hit the ball hard and let the chips fall where they may. When they try and hit home runs, it usually doesn't happen.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches them.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is line to left. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Love the approach right there to get on base with a leadoff knock to start the bottom of the 10th. They don't want this game to go any farther than this. They want to end it right now. Let's see how the manager plays this.
It'll be the Hall of Famer Andre Dawson. Here's the first pitch. Smoked on the ground left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. Throw coming quickly, and the winning run moves up to third now with only one gone.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Ball game. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
Stepping in, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Jackson racing back, and they have taken the lead. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, somebody is anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here. We'll see if that leadoff homer stands up. Either way, that's definitely a way.
Stepping up to the plate, Reggie Jackson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A leap at the wall, and he makes the catch.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
To say this game has not started the way the pitcher wanted it to would be an understatement, to say the least. But he can't worry about the mistakes he made here. He just has to get himself out of it. Easier said than done.
Now here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the inning kept alive now for Mookie Betts.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year.
Hey, now, Larry.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line.
Anthony Swarzak hammers down the save, his second. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network.
Hackett, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Down into left center for a base hit. So Anthony Rizzo will have a chance to bat this inning following the base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes.
I think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning.
Totally dominant in this one.
A 2-0 finish today. The Texas Rangers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Nolan Ryan earns his first win of the season. Mark Pryor takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Line drive to left. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
As we cruise into the middle innings, one of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
That gets down, and the inning continues.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
As they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching. Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's given him right here. If the fastball...
Digging in now, Johnny Bench. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certain.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
All cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the order. They
struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right toward the gap in left center. And this will get to the wall now out near the Milwaukee bullpen. Smith is on his way home. Now the relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of doing a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
9. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base. Line drive, base hit. Fegley rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only 1 now. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a line drive that is caught. Oh my, you talk about the right place at the right time, as that'll strand the tying run aboard, and this ball game is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Los Angeles took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Tyler Skaggs gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Cody Allen hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Up and driving, huh?
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nope. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. It's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
To Gordon for 1. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. First offering on its way. Good breaking ball there, had him frozen. Strike 1.
Come on, big guy.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. To short, hit hard. And a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much.
Now in the box, Ted Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
See driver, let's go right here.
From the stretch.
Hey, see drive it. Let's go, big dog.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. First home run of the campaign for him, and the lead is now 7-2.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Boston used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Chris Sale earns his first win of the season. Carson Smith records 4 outs on his way to the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.